about your family and friends, to your husband and your wife. I can tell you about mine and what's been applied. So stay tuned and buckle in for the ride. My past experience are for your ears to hear. I'll tell you tales from my past year. May do a review on some beauty products. You can catch me on the stream when the grease is popping.
And the Lift Show, the true, the real, to tell you how you feel.
Okay.
The Love and Lift Show, the true, the real, to tell you how you feel.
When the road is bumpy and everything is shaky, gotta live and love and show it on the daily. You do your thing and I'll do mine. No judgment here, there's only love on my mind. It's not always right, some things are not easy. We can toss and turn until we make it easy. Keep a smile on your face and encourage one another. We only live one life, so we gotta love each other.
Love and Lift Show, the true, the real, to tell you how you feel.
Oh yeah.
The Love and Lift Show, the true, the real, to tell you how you feel.
The lesson we learn won't stop or block us. We're all in the past, so let's get to walking. Live and love each day as your last. It's funny how time can flash. This is your life, so you better live it. If you really want something, work hard to get it. Join me on my journey and watch the show. We'll do it one more time, but by now you should know.
The Love and Lift Show, the true, the real, to tell you how you feel.
Yeah.
The Love and Lift Show, the true, the real, to tell you how you feel.
Okay.
The Love and Lift Show, the true, the real, to tell you how you feel.
That's right, girl.
The Love and Lift Show, the true, the real, to tell you how you feel.
We out.
Yo, L&L. L&L. Woo, woo, woo. Love and Lil Show. It's hot, 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 taste it hot. I'm ready. Love and Lil. Let's go. Love and Lil Show. Motivation speakers. Positive affirmation. Tune in every week. We need a Monday family meeting. Eli always cheating. Relationship advice on Wednesday so you don't go creeping. Thursday game time. Come in and unwind. Friday night shout out time. Creators grind and shine. Pop up at the pop up. Shop up at the shop up. Get your bomb.com seasons for your potluck. Tropical morning for your royalty. Love and Live Empire bringing all the heat. Heat. It's time to turn up. You wanna taste that heat? Try to taste the heat. Hot sauce, that sweet heat is banging like this beat. Chocolate burning, love, mild watermelon. Heat. Dynamite's the truth. Have you Favorite nephew, Lenora. She know it's the truth. Chris. Everybody love Chris. Love it yourself.
It's the love and live show. It's the love and live show.
Love and live.
It's the love and live
We be laughing, having fun.
Get up, please stay up and live. Get up, please stay up and live.
Love and live. Each day as if it was your last.
The love and live show. The love and live show.
Yep. Visit Love and Live Shops.com.
All right, welcome in everybody. How's everybody doing? What's going
How
on?
are y'all? How are y'all?
What is going on? All right.
Yes.
Okay. So what's going on?
Well, today we are doing relationship advice. So we're going to already answer the question before you ask it.
Oh,
And we have some great topics that we're supposed to get from last time.
yeah,
right?
from last week. Okay.
And so he's going to bring those back to our memory because I actually forgot.
Mhm.
And so I'm ready. And then I'm ready to see y'all's questions. Like, what questions do you guys have? What are y'all popping up with the questions? You know, we got to know what's going on. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because we know we got some relationship issues out here in this world.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. And again, we're only giving our opinions. This is not a fact. We don't have no license for this. This is what we just do because we want to help people's relationship be better.
All right, so before we get started, we got to go ahead and welcome some folks in. We got some people in, all right. We got to open up this file. We got to go ahead and welcome in
The Bud Files.
The Bud Files is in here saying hi.
Hi,
How you doing, Bud Files? What's going on? Not only do we have the Bud Files in here, we got somebody who is small but big at the same time. We've got Micro Farmer.
He's in the house.
He says, hello, Love and Live Show.
Hello. I know he's been busy.
Yeah, he said, been a minute or more.
I
hope y'all in good health.
Same to you. Yes.
Yes, hope you all right over there, Micro Farmer.
Yes.
And Micro Farmer, he actually came through with a question. All right, so we got that pen. We're going to get into that question.
Yeah.
But before we get into that question, like she just said, we do have 2 remaining from last week.
But we can do this one first.
Yeah. And Micro Farmer is here. We're going to get into the first question right here.
I like this.
All right. Micro Farmer says, okay, if your spouse says he or she have a workplace wife or husband, is that cheating?
No.
You know, a lot of people now be like, oh, this my work husband. This my work wife.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think that's cheating because it's just like with friends and we like connect. Like when we had our own restaurant, I had a work husband. Like, it was Rob,
Yeah.
And Rob knew that Rob was married. I'm married. My husband was right there. He was my work husband. Like, we doing this business over here together. But I mean, it depends on like the level.
Yeah,
like,
how far you take it is where I feel like is the division on work husband, work relations in general. Yeah,
because like if your husband or wife is trying to keep it on the DL, then that's more like suspicious.
Mm-hmm.
Like my husband come in and I'll be like, I got both my husbands here. Okay, we talking about this. Let's do this. It was playful, and again, like I said, he had a wife, I had a husband, and there was no secretive. It was just that that was my work husband.
Dynamic. Yeah, that's just what was going on.
Yeah, I don't.
It's very playful. It's more, yeah.
Yeah, and my husband had a whole bunch of girlfriends. I mean, and when they see me, they be just looking mad, but me, Chris be like, "This hey." I mean, I think it's insecurities unless there's some secretive in there.
Yeah, you're doing some foolishness, thinking around.
Yeah.
Well, Micro Farmer asked this because he says, some people say flirting is cheating.
I flirted in front of my husband all the time. Does that mean I was cheating in front of him? Was that a threesome?
Honestly, it just is. I feel like it's for different dynamics,
I think, I think there's that insecurity where maybe you don't trust somebody well enough.
Mm-hmm.
Like my husband knew I wasn't going nowhere. And he was like, it was hard getting her, so y'all can't hang with what I had to go through.
Yeah, you a work husband. You gonna stay with work husband.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Yeah. But even if you're flirting, like literally, like I was flirting to get stuff free. Like that was my thing. Or I was just flirting just because I was like, hey, I can flirt.
Just flexing the ability.
Yeah, but I wasn't like secretive. Nothing I did was secretive. So I think it's really the man or woman type you with.
Yeah.
Like I know, like when my husband was working at some places and women were flashing him and all that, that didn't bother me. I didn't care. And I didn't care that women was bringing him food to work.
Yeah.
He had a restaurant cooking food. And this lady, she was bringing him pizza and apples and everything. And I was like, oh, your wife is just doing something. And then she mad. Now she talking to,
Yeah, exactly.
She's going to beat me up.
It was playful. You was having a good time with it. Yeah.
But I knew, like, Chris is happy at home. Like, I think when you're not being the best husband or the best wife, I think that's when a lot of insecurities come in.
Mm-hmm.
But if you're a good wife or a good husband, please. I mean, unless he's just a cheater, but usually people give you signs before it happens. That's just my opinion. I don't know. I don't see a problem with it. What you think?
Honestly, I think, like you said, it's really just about how it's being done. If all this is being secretive and all that, then of course that's suspicious. But at the end of the day, depending on what arrangement y'all have, when you're crossing the line or you're doing something that you don't really need to be doing.
Yeah.
And as long as you're within those guidelines that you have set, you should be fine.
Exactly. Oh, microphone put something else up there.
All right. Well, first we got to welcome some folks in. They stay entertaining. We've got House of X Entertainment. We stay entertaining. Hey. Always say entertainment. Always say entertainment. They say, hey, you in the pool.
Yeah, I'm
Queen
gonna take
Lenore is
this
in the
one. I'm gonna
pool.
take this one because I messed up.
Queen
so.
Lenore is in the pool. Oh,
Yeah.
how say they say, yep, they will be in the pool.
Exactly.
They.
That's from the question.
You don't do pronouns, right? So they, you don't do the they. You're.
But then
a
he was
woman,
talking about the people.
I don't think he. I think it was a
I think he's
singular.
talking about the question, Eli. Stay with the focus of the question.
Okay, they will be in a pool. Okay.
Oh my goodness.
All right. Okay. Microfarmer said, I see where a man caught his wife taking money out of his account and put it in her Trace account. Then, and she said that money was in case he leaves her. Is that a deal breaker in a relationship? Absolutely.
What?
Don't play with my money. No, I'm
no. And he being for real. Don't even know like he ain't being for real. He is being so for real.
Listen, honestly, I think this is not necessarily a deal breaker, but it's very, very crucial. And we're gonna have to do some trust building up off of this. because, right? You see, you messing with the money, all right, but it's not even necessarily about you messing with the money. You messing with the money and you got some collateral. You over here trying to build something up. You see something is going wrong. So now you trying to come up with a backup plan. And then if I catch you with the backup plan, oh my gosh, what was me? So it's like, so I honestly, when it comes to that one, that I wouldn't necessarily a deal breaker, but it's really close.
Well, and I'm gonna say this too. I mean, my thing is, the only reason I would see that you might take some money out of your man's account or something like that to put in your account is if you guys, that's the main account. You know what I mean? And you're a housewife and he's working and you're not, so you just slowly taking a little chunk change over there just in case.
That don't sound like chump change. She's taking some money and putting it for collateral. And here's also, I didn't mean to cut you off, but here's also the thing, right? You taking money for the collateral. But if we get divorced, because they married, if we get divorced, you're going to get money anyway, unless you got a prenup. Now you're trying to take an advance. You're trying to take something. If we got a prenup, now you're trying to take the divorce money that you think you would have had. It's just messed up all around.
Why you over here acting like you highfalutin over here? That don't work on poor people. Middle class might get it, but rich people get the big bucks to do, you know, that you're gonna win in the case.
I'm just saying, even if you're poor, why are you trying to take? Why are you trying to take the divorce money? Why are you pre-ordering the divorce money?
Because back in the day, it started way back in the day where women were housewives; they couldn't work.
Yeah.
And so then when the husband left them, they had no money. They couldn't fend for themselves.
I understand that.
They always
that's how it started. We're in a whole different plane now.
Hey.
I'm saying.
And that's why I said,
we ain't going back to the future. We in the future.
I'm going to go, if she's a housewife,
we're not going back to the future. We in the future. We don't do that. It's not the same. It's not the same.
It is the same.
It's not the same. And I'll say this, right? If you need money for expenses, you need money for house, you need money for groceries, yada yada, so and so, right?
Yeah.
I feel like that's communicated, and I don't think that would be a problem. But what you see Microfarmer says is the man caught his wife taking money out of his account. That's not necessarily a catch if she's doing it for groceries, so and so.
I didn't say groceries. I never said that.
Okay, even if it's for her own money, she want to go out. That's a whole conversation right there.
I wasn't saying that either.
Okay, what are you saying?
I'm saying she was putting money aside just in case if you decide to leave me or anything like that, I have some money to be able to maintain and live on my own.
Okay, so say they divorce, right?
Yeah.
Is that what you're saying?
I'm saying that
because you're saying if she's a housewife, when they divorce, she shouldn't just be dead broke. Yeah. What you're saying.
And you know, people get petty.
Yeah.
And be like, you ain't getting nothing. And if they don't make a lot, but the money that she gonna get, it still ain't gonna help her take care of because he ain't making enough. So she's just putting some money aside for that.
Either way it goes, right?
Yes.
Either way it goes, no matter what angle that you look at it, it's breaking the trust. So because even if that is the case, it's breaking the trust.
Okay, so y'all as men out here.
Yeah.
So as a man, if a woman tell you, I'm gonna take, I'm gonna just put like $50 or $100 aside just in case money. Is that okay? Would y'all agree to that?
I'm gonna keep the money. What do you mean?
Like I'm gonna take $50 to $100 here and there. Just put aside so in case anything happens between us, I have some money to live off of. Are you gonna agree to that? We already
I
know
don't
the
know.
answer
I
is
don't.
no.
It's gonna be a no. But
Yeah, it's a
listen,
no.
even if it's that, right? Even if it's that, it's really. I feel like it could be communicated differently.
There's no way.
And honestly, even if you're gonna do it, just don't. It's the going behind the back is the big
If
thing.
she can
It's
do it
the
in your face,
trust factor.
it's still gonna be an issue.
I think it's
The best thing to do, and be honest, is this, you guys. And this is for both case, and y'all figure out before you say I do a prenup. If we get a divorce and I'm a housewife, this is what she gets, and this is what I get. And then you don't have to worry about the sneaking of the money behind the back, because I understand how that could be a distressful.
I see what your perspective saying.
Yeah, I get
as
that.
far
And I
as
agree 100%.
a housewife, she not making no income, and then she has to now try to get on her feet. I understand that.
But if it's a woman that is working and a man is working, I think now we're going too far. Now you planning something that that's the case. Take money from your own self and put it aside. Don't take his money. But if she's a housewife and she ain't making no money and she's sitting over here taking care of a kid, I don't care what nobody say. That's a lot more work than what you doing at work, bringing in the green dollar bills. I'm just telling you right up. But I understand the sneaking behind the back. That does give the distrust. But if she told you in person, you're still gonna say no. So that's where the sneaking comes from. Not saying I approve the sneaking. I'm not approving it. I just really understand. But if you guys do a prenup, then I guess then she's completely wrong.
All right. Well, we got to welcome somebody in, then we're going to get into more of what Micro Farmer is saying.
Let's go.
We got to welcome in Mother Earth Consultant. She's sliding on this saying, don't forget to hit the like button. All right.
Yes.
Now, Micro Farmer said he's doing great. He's talking to Asa X. But Micro Farmer said she's dead wrong. Okay.
I'm not saying she's not wrong. I'm just saying I understand her plight if she's a housewife. I don't understand her plight if she's a working woman. And I just feel like prenup should be in place if you're gonna be a housewife.
Well, Micro Farmer said, okay, then put it like this. So would it be okay if I keep a woman's number in case you leave me so I can be good when you leave?
No.
No. He said it's just try to steal money from the family. She's gonna get the house and she's gonna get support.
Sometimes it's not, y'all. I understand, like, if you a millionaire, I get what you're saying. Mm-hmm. If you even the middle class, I get what you're saying. But if you on the poor side, no, you don't. Because if he ain't barely making no money, you that percentage that you get, that little 100, 200 ain't paying for no mortgage, no rent, no car, no, it ain't doing any of that. So no.
Micro Farmer said, well, what? That's both of y'all. You don't get extra points because you home with the kids and cook.
I don't know. I get extra points for doing that. I'm not saying she right for
Micro Farmer said, why women think they are more than a man? It's a partnership. Come on, women.
No, I get that. But what happens is, again, you guys got to think about it. Is when you look at divorces, is everybody being fair in divorces? Are you like, I even see people when they break up, they ain't even divorced, they ain't even married, mm-hmm. and they have kids, and the man don't pay the child support. You even see rich people going through that. I was like, what? Rich people ain't paying child support? Like, it don't even make sense. But they be like, well, my baby don't cost that much. Your baby got a roof over her head, electricity, food, clothes. When the baby is sick, who's up with the baby at night? The woman. So you see where there's that tense where the woman always gets the short hand of it. But I feel the same way. If a man is working at home and stuff like that, he need to be getting the benefits. If the man is the one taking care of the baby, she should be paying child support. I feel it both ways, actually. I'm not just one-sided. I feel like if the shoe was on the other foot, it's the same direction. And if that man was putting some money up just in case, I'm still understand. I'm not going to be what I'm not sugarcoating it just because it's a woman. Mm-hmm. Period. I'm agreeing on both ends because there are some men that are at home working, taking care of the kids, and I don't care what anybody say. Taking care of the kids at home, that's a 24-hour day job. That is not, I go to work for 8 to 10 or 12 hours a day. That's a 24-hour day job. And then trying to make sure you comfortable when you come home and the kids ain't getting on your nerves too much. That's still, she don't get no time off. And then there's no sick leave. There's no vacation time. There's a whole bunch of issues that come in there. So, I mean, and that goes for a man as well. Because nowadays, more men are actually standing up taking care of the kids, and more of the women are deadbeat mamas.
You see what Michael Farmer saying though?
You
He
know?
said you won't have to worry about child support if the kids is with the one making the most money, and that's that.
What?
So you won't have to worry about child support if the kids are with the one that's making the most money, and that's that.
Yeah,
He
but
said
sometimes the child support
is a backup plan for some women, not really for the kids.
No, I understand that too, but a majority of the women that are taking good care of their kids, they're the one getting screwed for the ones that aren't taking care of the kids.
Yeah, getting a bad rap.
Yeah, and then because I know, like, I have this one friend. She passed away. God rest her soul. She always made sure her kids would be able to see the daddy and all that. She always made sure to do that. She never had. I got one that she always makes sure the daddy is involved. Like the daddy can't not be involved. Like I'm dropping the kids off. Mm-hmm. Well, I got this to do. You do whatever you want to do, but your kids is coming to you this weekend. Like it's not. I'm keeping you from your kids or anything like that. But the dads didn't want to pay child support. The dads didn't want to do this. So they still got that thing. But she making sure the kids are still over there. She ain't stopping them because the dad ain't paying child support. Just the dad ain't paying child support. But you gonna watch your kids. Now go ask your daddy for some clothes. Well, ask your mama. No, mama told me to ask you for some clothes. She bought it last week, and it's good the kids was old enough to be able to say no. She bought the clothes. It's your turn. But a lot of times men don't look at it that way, and women who have to pay child support don't look at it that way.
Well, Michael Farmer's also saying because our country is for women.
Yeah,
men could be great fathers, but the courts grant the kids to the mother or to the women, regardless.
That's true. That's why I tell people get a good lawyer. Like for men, because I vouch for men lots of times, and I be hearing even I had this one guy. He told me that there was a mediator came and said, just do what she tell you to do, because at the end of the day, she has the rights anyway. And I was like, you should have said I need a different mediator because this one's messed up. And this is what this mediator told me, Judge. I need a different mediator because she's not being working with both of us. Mm-hmm. She's only focused on a woman. And he's like, I could do that? I said, yeah, because she was completely wrong for what she said. Because nowadays men got more rights because women are now more deadbeats.
Michael Farmer saying the only way you're going to get your kids is if she on drugs or on paper abusing them.
Not no more. That's why I say get a lawyer. Not no more. Or get somebody who's going to really fight for you and know the law. Back in the day, it was 100%. Yeah, you couldn't. I don't care. The mama could show you she ain't her mom barely standing. She looked like a crackhead in court. She would have got the kids. I agree with you. But nowadays, men are still hooked up on back in the day. And just like women need to move up forward, like Elias said, men need to look forward. You can get your kids. It's not hard nowadays. You just got to find somebody who is going to fight for men. And there's a lot of places. All you got to do is say lawyers that fight for men for custody and court. And it'll show you a whole bunch of lawyers, or 1 or 2 lawyers. It's there.
All right. We got to welcome somebody in. She's on the case. We're going to go ahead and welcome in Stay. She says hello all and chat.
Hey, Stay. I don't know if we still cool because, on Monday, you was turning your back against me being on Elias' side. But, we'll talk about that later.
Whoa. Now you over here starting with the rigmarole already.
Just saying.
Stay came for the title. She said, remove wife from the insurance policy.
Oh, yeah, we're going to get to that in a minute. Michael Farmer got us on a good topic right here. It's a good battle here, Stay. So, the woman is over here stealing money from the husband, got caught. And what was it?
Okay, if your spouse say, that's his first one. Let me get to this. Yeah, he didn't start off with 2 questions. I didn't even realize.
I did, but I'm over here. I can't touch the computer, so hey.
Oh, okay. All right, now I got to get to it. Okay. Here we go. It's just a little bit up. All right. Okay. So pretty much what you said.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Is that a deal breaker in a relationship? That ends it.
Yeah. So the wife is taking that money out the account.
He done caught her stealing the money. Is that a deal breaker?
Yeah.
And so we're in there, and I'm like, if she's a housewife, I kind of understand. Even if it was vice versa than the man, I would understand. I don't agree, but I understand. Because when divorce comes, or the man up and leave you. Because I'm gonna just tell you, I'm always telling my family business.
Mm-hmm.
But my sister was married, and she's still married. But anyway, my sister was married, and one weekend I was talking to them. They was laughing and giggling. Next weekend she called me crying. He had up and left. She came home. There was nothing. He done took the car, everything. She bought the car, put the insurance on the car. She did, and he took the car, everything, and left. Like she came in, there was nothing in there.
Maybe he got raptured.
No, he didn't get raptured. Anyway, he the only one to come up here. Anyway, but the problem was that, like you said, when you was in that situation, if she wasn't working, she would have been like, oh my God, I have nothing.
Exactly.
And I don't have any money. I can't do anything. I can't take care of my kids. So those are things that I don't think men think about it. It is a backup plan, which I don't believe you should have a backup plan, because when you have a backup plan, then you depend on the backup plan.
And I think that's really the big problem. It's like, all right, but I mean, it really all just depends, even with his initial question, because it could be at a certain point in the relationship where y'all both know there's nowhere else for us to go. So now she over here, you know, she's struggling for something. She like, I gotta get my feet on the ground when he leaves, because I know he on his own.
But he be jacked up. She over here that collect all the money. She got like $10,000, and he over here broke.
But I think that's the problem too. So
like, you done stole all the money and saved it, and this is what you got.
Prenup.
So that's why prenup is the best thing. And Stacey says, I do love you, girl. I do, but you know you turned on me last week. I mean,
but Michael Farmer, he says he's out of that game because he knows a new wife is for life. All right, yeah. She knew what it was when she signed the papers. He ain't going nowhere.
Exactly, and there you go. And she better not steal from you.
Michael Farmer said, we don't steal from each other. That's a no here in my house.
Yeah.
All right, my kids can see money on the floor and put it on the table or ask who money is this.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. That's a good
and they will put it on the table and ask. Yeah. There ain't no stealing around Michael Farmer's establishment.
Exactly. I agree with you on that, Michael Farmer.
And Michael Farmer said because the money that she stole don't count towards the divorce courts. And I feel like that's the big thing too, especially if you guys do
because you're not considered stealing.
Exactly.
Because you're married.
If you have any kind of pre-established thing and that goes on,
you didn't.
You definitely don't have a problem.
His other question.
I didn't. But yeah, go ahead. What was you finna say before? Oh, well, yeah. I'm just saying. So if you ain't got nothing pre-established, like say you do have a prenup, and here she comes with the rigmarole.
Yeah,
that's very problematic.
Yeah.
So
I do agree with you. Like I said, I agree. I understand both parties. And I'm not saying just because I understand her party that I agree with it. Yeah. I'm just saying I understand it because of the situation. And when you're a housewife, you are depending on that man's money to do everything. So he leaves you, you are dead broke. And if he don't have enough money to really for you to get spousal support, you really dead broke. You don't have anything.
Like dead broke.
And you put all your money and investment into this relationship, and you got nothing.
$0.
So I get that why that mentality was there. And parents used to always tell their kids that don't be saying they're broke. But I don't think parents said steal the money from them either. They said make sure when you get some money, put your money up. So if you get like a certain amount of money, put that money aside. Don't go stealing from the bank. That goes for the household.
Too, yeah.
You know, you get $100 a week to take care of yourself. Put $20 aside. You know, that makes more sense because then you ain't stealing. It's your allowance that you put $20. I hate calling it allowance, but the money that you guys can spend.
Ain't nothing wrong with allowance though, especially if you
because
in a housewife
grown
situation.
Don't want to be called allowance. There's something about grown.
You allowed to have your allowance. Enjoy it. Okay. What do you say? Your paycheck? I don't know.
No, not your paycheck. Just say money that you're spending money.
You're spending money.
You're spending money to do whatever you want to do.
You don't want allowance.
No, it's just like when you're married, you need to always check into each other, but you're not going to say it like you would tell your kids to check in because you're a grown adult.
Yeah, that's true. Some people don't mind allowance though, but you don't like allowance.
I know. I don't think a man would want to hear that. Here's your allowance. Baby. Like, what? This is your allowance for the week, baby. There ain't nobody want to hear that. That's for the kids. The kids get an allowance. I get spending money. You know what I mean? That's just what it is.
Well, Stacey said yes to Michael Farmer. I was always taught you don't steal from the hand that feeds you. Michael Farmer said that's true. Stacey said, don't steal, period. but especially not from family or friends at your job.
Yeah.
All right. And Michael Farmer said, states the job might get you got. Oh, man. Okay. Well, we got to welcome somebody in.
Sister said, I can't lose a job for taking a roll of toilet paper out of the bathroom.
Michael Farmer said, job been getting my check short time, getting my check short time to time, and don't pay you right. So jobs
might get taken.
Exactly. We gotta welcome in our favorite cookie critter.
Yeah.
We've got
Oreo
Mouse. She
Mouse.
says hello on Lenora and Cousin Eli. How are you doing today? Hello, everyone.
Yes.
All right, so
that was a good question.
That was good, Michael
We was
Farmer.
all hyped up on that one.
We gotta welcome in somebody. She's here. You already know she dropped that crumble cookie video.
Yes, she did.
We gotta go ahead and welcome in Sandra Clark, aka Boo Bears. Boo Bears is in here saying, "Hey, sis, sizzling strawberry and bro panda, happy Wednesday."
Happy Wednesday.
Now we must get to the title at hand. All right.
Are we done with the other one?
Honestly, what do you have? What is your final words for Michael Farmer? I mean,
Michael Farmer, this is my final words.
Okay.
Nobody should be stealing from each other.
Is it a deal breaker? Is the question. That's the whole question right there. Is it a deal breaker? And I'm gonna say no. I'm gonna just say it's not a deal breaker, but it should be.
I'm just gonna say I'm gonna have to be honest because I would be in my feelings. I'm gonna say it might have to be a deal breaker. I know I did all that argument for the case,
for the thing,
but I almost a deal breaker. I mean, I wouldn't get a divorce, but it'd be hard, and you would never have the account information no more.
Yeah. I think that's absolute truth.
Yeah, you would lose everything, like everything.
It's just the trust.
I would, and I would keep no money. I would have to have a lockbox because I would no longer trust you in that situation.
Because it's not even about the money. It's not even about. It is about the money, but it's not even about the money. It's more the trust.
Yeah.
It's the fact that you would go behind my back. We could be going through anything, but you go behind my back, and now it's in greed. It's not like you're doing this for some, grand cause.
Mm-hmm.
You're doing this out of greed, regardless of whether you're in the right or in the wrong. It just doesn't go.
Yeah, and that's the kind of thing I'm trying to say.
If you marry, I feel like you should kind of want to work things out.
You want to be honest with each other. You guys are as one, so you realize if you're stealing from your husband or you're stealing from your wife, you're stealing from yourself.
Yeah, but if you don't got the mentality like that,
no. But then we had more issues before this happened anyway.
Mm-hmm.
That's just how I look at it.
All right. Well, we got to welcome somebody in, and she's giving her take on it right now.
Okay.
We got to welcome in Wendy _AZ. She said, okay, it's not a deal breaker, but she needs to deal with her trust issues. Maybe get some counseling. A serious conversation on why she's not able to trust.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like,
and she also had. She said howdy after that. She had to welcome herself in, but
now
I gotta jump right in. Real quick. Mm-hmm. I gotta jump right in. No, it's not a deal breaker, but she needs to deal with the trust issues and maybe get some counseling.
Yeah, now they both want to counseling because he gonna have
trust issues,
and he gonna hold
and
on
she
to
got
for
the trust.
years.
Exactly.
You done stole from me, and before I was trusting you. Now, and then I caught you. It wasn't like we had a discussion. You finally told me that I caught you.
I just seen this big thing come out of my account.
Yeah.
And Sandra said she got your message on IG.
Oh, okay, cool.
All right. Did you send a message on IG?
I sure did.
Okay, I just want to make sure.
I was all in it myself.
Okay, well,
I was talking to her about the pie,
mm-hmm.
and then I thought she
that Kool-Aid pie.
Yeah, I thought she didn't like it because the way she was taking her time, and then she was like, about 5 minutes later, it probably was only 30 seconds later.
Yeah.
But 5 minutes later, she was like, "No, this is really good," and I was like.
Oreo said,
"Don't have me go buy this Kool-Aid now."
Yeah, don't have me make this pie and it don't taste good. Oreo said, "I'm out here drawing with chalk on the sidewalk."
Oh, that's what I'm talking about.
All right, and Michael Farmer said, "That's like a man taking his paycheck to the strip club. He's stealing the family money."
That's true too. And a woman will definitely have a problem. There's some women that get mad at their men going to strip clubs. Like, they get mad. So I can see what you're saying. Yeah.
All right. So I feel like, Wendy B even came through with that really good side for the no. you say yes, this is gonna be a deal breaker for you. You're not
It's a
dealing
deal
with
breaker.
that.
Like I don't know if I would get
It's
a divorce.
a break of trust.
It
It's
is.
a rough road. So
And
not
then-
necessarily a deal breaker, but something was broken, and that was the trust.
Exactly.
Okay. All right. Oreo
know-
said she missed you.
I miss you too, sweetie.
Sandra said, sis, you know, I make the anticipation for y'all to be on your toes.
And it was too, and I was not playing.
Mhm.
I was like, ooh, and I was staying long too. I almost started counting how long it took you to say it was.
And Wendy B is giving some good financial alternatives. You
Okay.
don't necessarily need to pay for the counselor. Perhaps maybe a pastor or a trusted friend to discuss why she just can't trust.
Yeah, because I'm gonna tell you right now, I ain't paying for it. She better pay for all that money she stole from me.
Yeah, and Michael Farmer pretty much saying, you know, bottom line, he's stealing from the family if you go to a strip club with cash to burn.
That's true.
All
Because
right.
we need to take care of home first before we be doing anything else. Do that with your not allowance. You're spending money.
With your spending money. Your spending change. We're doing those strange
There
things.
you go.
Sandra said, Bro Panda, what did you think of my tasting video? I didn't see the tasting video.
Yeah.
I just watched I watched the thing though. I did watch the Kool-Aid pie after I showed it on the thing. I had to see what was going down. But then I seen you didn't try it, right? And then apparently she talked to you about it. So I'm gonna have to see the tasting video.
Yeah, I saw it last night.
I'm gonna have to see the tasting video. I'm gonna have to see what's going down with that Sandra. I'll check that out.
I was sitting on Brutus, and me and Brutus was just up.
All right. And House of X said the microphone roll, they really in the pool. Okay. And Wendy said, you know, break of trust isn't a deal breaker. Work out the issues. If this is a lifelong relationship stuff.
Yeah.
Microfarmer said, okay, well, the question from last time, the two y'all had left over. Okay, yeah, so let's get to the two that we had left over from last week.
Okay.
We already 37 minutes in.
And we
was getting into this first question from
Microphone came
Microfarmer.
in with some good questions. That's what I'm talking about. Microphone wasn't playing with these questions. I was all into it. Yeah. And then end up being on the side anyway. I don't know. I just be like to go on the opposite side.
Wendy B said cheating sexually or mentally is a deal breaker. You're breaking your vow.
Oops.
All right. She just hit you with the bottom line. It's the truth or nothing but it.
There she is.
Now we stepping into the one that's in the title right now.
Okay.
Do we want to do the title?
Yeah.
We want to do the title because the other one was pretty good last week too. But we're going to just step into the title. So he's removing his wife from the life insurance. Now he's having this problem right now because, well, you know, he married this wonderful woman, and he's enjoying his time with her. You know, they are doing good, doing well. But you know, he married her, and she already still had, you know, some family. So she had a grandson already. You know, she already had a son, which means the grandson came out of the son. Whatever. She had kids already, so. The grandson is now coming around and he just keeps on asking about the money. He's asking, you know, is he getting anything or is he on a life insurance policy? Is he going to get anything when they pass, so on and so forth? And now, you know, the husband feeling a little jaded right here. He's like, okay, well, I know if I die, my money is going to go to her. And then that means all of this money going to go to her begging grandson. And in his mind, he's just not really feeling that. So now he's kind of at this point where he's thinking about, should he remove his wife from the life insurance policy? How do you feel about that?
I just don't know why the grandson is a big part of this conversation. I don't know what it is.
Because he's coming around and he's trying to get the money. I mean, you can even say it with the son. It don't really matter.
But I'm saying the person that would get the money would be the wife.
Yeah, she's getting the wife.
But the wife is getting the money.
If he's written in the will, what do you do?
Don't put him in the will. Why are you taking the wife off the will? Take the grandson off the will.
But if the way it's going to be funneled, it's already known that in her will, he getting the money.
Oh, so they both die.
Yeah, so he's pretty much saying all this money I've accrued for my whole life. I got this saved. I die. Now it's going to my wife. She's getting a nice, good chunk of change so she could be all right when I pass. But this dude keep coming around every 5 seconds asking when am I on this? Am I getting any money and all this? And he already knows in the back, in the background, yes, he is. And now he's thinking, now he's gonna get my money. it's gonna go funnel from her to him. So that's what the
So
big
okay,
problem
so if
is.
he takes it off the life insurance, and I know we
Hmm
don't have him to talk to, who's the money going to?
I honestly don't know. He ain't got him to talk. Probably whatever dispersed to his family, but he know a good chunk is going to his wife. Just like if you know a good chunk is gonna go to your husband. He knows, regardless of what all this the money can go as many ways as it is gonna go.
Yeah.
But he knows a significant amount is going to his wife. They don't live a nice long life. He know,
Then stop it.
what's going on.
Can't you? In there a way where you could put in a will that if she dies, the money goes over here instead of going to what she wants. My money that I give her goes when she dies goes over here.
I don't know if he got that far in thought. He's just more of like, I don't
Because
want this
that would
money to
stop
go
him
to
from
him
at
at
least
all.
killing his wife. It ain't gonna stop him from killing him.
That's what I'm saying.
Gonna stop him killing his wife because it look like he's gonna kill them both in a minute.
He's
to get
just
the
not.
money,
He's not feeling that at all. He's just not feeling that at all. You know, the money is gonna be funneled. Either way it goes, the money's gonna be funneled. He's not feeling that.
But you can actually funnel your money.
Mm-hmm.
I know that you can actually funnel your money.
And Micro Farmer said to get to the other question, that's the work wife or husband he thinks is cheating.
Oh, well then that's not a work wife husband. That is actually just cheating. Oh, because when people usually say work wife or husband, it's just a playful thing. Like we're close at work because we got to work together constantly. Not like we're the best friends. Because when me and Rob were best friends, we didn't talk outside of work. We didn't talk. It was only work. That's a work wife, work husband. If you over here flirting and you over here doing things you shouldn't be doing, no, that's just cheating, and that is not a work wife or husband. That's cheating. That's just cheating. And see, we put them together, then it messes up for everybody. No, that's called cheating and having an affair. That's what it is. Having an affair and cheating. That's what we're gonna call that. But a work wife or husband, it don't go outside of work, and it's only because you guys got to work so much together. That's
Oreo saying, "Oh wow, who's doing this? That's terrible." Sandra said, "Yes, sisters and Strawberry and Bro Panda. You know y'all asked why I didn't try the pie in the video, so I made a tasting video the next day for everyone to see. The next Kool-Aid pie she's gonna do is the lemon one."
Oh, okay. Cool.
All right. And yeah, Sandra said that's terrible.
Was
and Wendy B.
there?
He said, "Don't take her off. Okay, don't take her off. Just get more on her so she be scared to try anything. So don't take her off. Just get more on her so she can be scared to try anything." Is what Michael Farmer's saying.
Okay, yeah.
And
I don't think it's her that's trying to get. I think it's the grandson.
Wendy B saying again, trust issues. This time it's on the hubby's end.
Well, the grandson is scaring the husband. Like he gonna die in a minute, and I would be scared too. Like you constantly asking.
That's big trust issues on the husband. Well, Michael Farmer saying he feel that they both apply on him, and that's what's in his head.
Well, then
if he take her off, where the money gonna go? Is what Michael Farmer
saying. That's what I asked too.
Well, Wendy B said, but you don't have to will the money to a spouse. But many states will divide inheritance to a wife for her to share of things since she's half owner.
No, you can stop all that.
Michael Farmer said, hit the nail on the head. See, women will steal money on the side.
Oh, not that again.
Wendy B said a home and retirement fund is already half hers in most states. All right,
but you can will that off. You can be like, no, because this and this and this. You can will. You can put the will on something else and take her off the insurance. So the only thing she gonna get, she might can get the house. She might can get that, but and if the insurance is like not life insurance, what is it? Medical insurance maybe, but. There's your money. You can actually split it up and do it. They don't have to go to her. If you guys are family members, give it to them. And don't tell nobody you're giving it to them so nobody be trying to kill you. It seems like you got some money.
They plotting on you. Sandra's saying, so true, Wendy. You're right about that part. And Sandra said, yes, sis Oreo, my daughter Jazzy requested me to make a lemon Kool-Aid pie. So I'll make that on another video for y'all maybe this weekend. Sandra said, facts, sisters and Strawberry. You're right. That firm, that that's a form of cheating, no matter what way that you look at it. Microfarmer said, I'm hearing all this about a Kool-Aid pie. How they taste?
And it looked good. And it came out nice. It didn't spill over. It was nice and firm. I was like, okay. He said,
And Microfarmer said the grandson will knock her off and he'll be free.
with all that
And
money.
free.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. If you trust your wife,
Yeah.
then you give her the money and then say, if she died, my money then goes to blah,
to
blah, blah,
donate to this foundation, or
yeah.
it will go to this, or it will skip the generation, or
Yeah,
something.
exactly.
Whatever you gotta do.
But it
Because
is
the
not
grandson got like
he ain't getting nothing. I'd be like, I'd be scared for my life.
I definitely would, because you got the grandson coming around, and he might be just chilling. I not think nothing of him. Oh, he's such a good guy. And then all of a sudden, this conversation keep coming up talking about, am I on the life insurance? Hey, Grandma, I was just really wondering, am I on the life insurance policy? And life. And the husband over here like, oh, shoot, she on my life insurance policy. That means you was on my life insurance policy. No.
Exactly. So
and he's not feeling that at all.
I agree with that.
He might even originally had him on the life insurance policy, not thinking of it. But now
you asking too many questions.
Yeah.
And it's a constant thing over and over again. So
yeah.
I'm going to just say, I would direct my money the way it needs to go to be directed.
All right. So Microfarmer saying so true. People talk too much and they trying to act like they got money and then get scared when family wanting them to die.
Exactly.
Microfarmer said, okay, the kid's going in the pool, gotta run. All right, Microfarmer, you take care.
Thanks, Microfarmer, for the wonderful conversation. We appreciate it. You were awesome.
Thanks for stopping in, Microfarmer.
Yes.
Yeah, that was a good conversation. But even with that life insurance, like you said, you gotta write in the will, or you gotta do something, get something worked out with your life insurance policy, rework it to where it goes somewhere else, everywhere but the grandson.
Yeah.
It could literally go to the granddaughter. It could go to everybody but the grandson. Whatever they want to do.
You can go to the coffee person at the coffee shop, but
don't give it to the grandson.
Yeah, because he's trying to kill you off.
He is.
And then I would have it in the note, have him check to see if he's the one killing us off. That's what I would have in there. I want straight investigation.
Did he poison us?
Did he hire somebody? I want to know, because I'm dead, and that's what he's been waiting for.
So, put simply, for this one, we're gonna rework the life insurance policy.
Yes.
We're gonna rewrite or reword or do whatever we got to do.
Get a lawyer.
We're gonna make sure everything is going down.
The grandson ain't getting nothing.
The way that it is, keep it kosher and the way that it needs to be. So I feel like that one wraps that one up. Then we have the other one that we had from last week. And this one was more of, I wouldn't even say controversial. It's really thought-provoking. All right. We got the husband and the wife. And, they got kids now. They've been married for a good bit. And, he had some friends over reminiscing about early life. And one of these friends mentioned how they had dropped something in a woman's drink and back in college, and here they are laughing about it and having a whole hoopty-la. And now the wife is concerned because y'all have a daughter, and that's a predatory behavior. And so she's coming to the husband saying, you ever think about this guy, and he's around our daughter, so on and so forth. Yeah. And he's just like, oh, it's just been in the past. That was so many years ago. And now we have a problem.
Okay, do it again.
So now we have a problem.
Who's the whole thing?
So, put simply, college friend comes over talking about how he put something in a woman's drink.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. And now here we are. That's a predatory behavior.
Yes,
you have a daughter. The husband and the wife are talking. She mentions, this guy's around our daughter. He got to go. Something's got to give. Don't you think this is wrong to be having him around? She's extra cautious, now extra worried, thinking about this. What do you feel needs to happen in this situation? Cut the friend off. You keep the friend, say the friend can't come over. What do we do?
I've been having this thought process on this one several times. And it's really hard because I really need to know what the husband's reaction is to this conversation.
Well, his reaction is more of like, it's been so long. Like this is he's a different guy, changed man.
See, that tells me that the husband was a part. He did it too.
Yeah, that's what you were saying. That's what you were saying
still
last
have
week.
that feeling, and that's why it's not clicking to him. Because he did it, and he's like, I'm a changed person. I'm not that young person back in the day, and I did it. But I can't tell my wife because look at how she's reacting to this. So yeah. But I think he already knew because he ain't never told her before this conversation came up.
Because how do you feel about everything in general?
People would be like,
How do you feel about everything in general?
Because I don't think his reaction, the husband's reaction, was in the shock.
Yeah.
It was just the wife's reaction.
Yeah,
and I think the husband's reaction is like off of the wife saying, I don't want him around us no more because I got a daughter. You ain't doing that to my child.
Exactly.
I'll kill you. You know what I mean? So I think that's what it is. But I think when the guy said it, he probably was like, man, I'm gonna kill you. Well, you could have just kept it to your dang self. Why you say that right now?
Yeah.
And the friend is stupid and clueless. Yeah, back in the day.
He's probably drinking and just letting his mouth
just letting it out. And then the friend is like, oh shit, my wife is not gonna this ain't gonna work. Because I don't believe if the man said it so clear now that it wasn't talked about back then. I don't believe that at all. I think he knew about it. And that's why, and then he probably thought, oh, that's your wife. You guys pillow talk. You done told her.
Yeah.
Because that's what people always say. Oh, pillow talk, you already told everything. Pillow talk, you already told everything. So I think that's where it was. And I think, I don't think the husband's going to be able to easily let the friend go. Yeah. Because he already knew or he was a part of it.
Okay, so either way it goes, you don't think it's.
I don't know how the husband's gonna do it because the wife is adamant about it. Yeah, and these wives be like really bossy, so I don't.
Especially they don't play about their kids.
No,
she don't seem like she play about her kids.
Yeah, because my thing is he can't come in this house when my daughter's here, and he got to stay. If he does, he got to stay in the living room. He can't go to the kitchen because my daughter be walking around, and I'm not stopping my child from being on punishment for walking around. So. You ain't doing nothing, and I'm gonna tell her you keep your drinks with you in the kitchen in the other room because he ain't going nowhere outside this round. But I gotta feel the wife, like I really feel.
You feel the wife, yeah.
I do, but I just have a feeling that my husband is the same way, and that means I gotta look at him crazy.
Now you gotta look at now this situation's so bad. Now you gotta look at your husband sideways.
Yes.
All because the guy want to start running his mouth.
Exactly.
Yeah. But hey, maybe this isn't necessary. Maybe this is a necessary conversation.
It is a necessary conversation because right now, ain't nobody in the house. It's just me and the daughter.
No, honestly, I feel like with this just in general, I think your perspective usually changes when you do have a kid. So, but like you said, he probably already knew this and he knows how men are just probably in general. So he's just like, I got this under control, or that he really does think this person has changed from this time to this time.
He changed. Yeah. He's looking at himself. I changed. I'm not doing that no more. That was a one-time thing.
Exactly. I didn't do it no more.
We did that one time, and he did over on that side of the room. I did over that side of the room. I'm not that person anymore. Yeah. And so if he's not that person anymore, why can't his friend be not that person anymore? The woman's not thinking like that. She's looking at him like a pedophile is a pedophile, and you ain't pedophiling over here. Yeah. And I don't blame him. I know we should give people a second chance. I know but that's what you're not second chance in my daughter.
He was asking.
But you're not second chance in my child. That's the conversation. Like, well, I can give you a second chance. Yeah. Just not with my child.
Yeah. And I think at that point, he just can't come over no more. Yeah. If you're gonna do something with him,
he can't come over to my house.
Gotta be outside. You gotta go.
Daughter. Yeah, you so gotta go. So if I know we're going to a barbecue, he coming. Me and my daughter ain't going.
You gotta go to the club, meet somewhere else, or meet at his house, or do something if you want to continue the friendship. But I think when it just becomes so critical like that, there's really not much you can do. You don't want to take his side on it. As the husband, you don't want to take his side knowing that it's wrong.
Yeah, but you know.
But yeah,
you know he has something to do with it.
Exactly. So it's also which field are you playing here? You know, why would you now the wife, even if you continue the friendship, is now looking at you, applying the pressure.
Exactly. And the pressure needs to be applied.
So we gotta welcome some folks in.
Okay,
we're gonna talk about this a little bit more. We've got
Deborah Garrett.
Deborah Garrett says hello, Love and Live show.
Yes,
she also comes through saying hello to everyone. Yes. We got to go ahead and elevate because we've got Ren Rock TV. Ren Rock in the house saying love and live.
How you doing?
What's going on, Ren Rock? Yes. How you doing? How you doing? Okay, so back to the question. Yeah, you already know she's applying the pressure.
Yes, she is.
She's definitely applying the pressure, especially in a situation like that because it needs to be applied.
Well, you got to repeat the question so everybody knows.
Okay, so the question right here is about it's about the friend. So the friend, they chatting about having a little get together, and he mentioned how he slipped something in a woman's drink a time ago, back in his college days, and he's just laughing at it, having a whole hoopty la, and everybody is like, and the wife catches ear on this. All right, and so this is the husband's friend. This is his pal, his buddy, and now she's looking like you got this guy around my child, my daughter. That's predatory behavior. You know, I don't know what could that evolve to over time. He may have started with that and maybe got lower in the age, or maybe he's just a monster and he don't care. He's just going for everybody. It's a free for all. And you got this man around my daughter.
Exactly.
And so now the husband is sitting here like, what do I do? Do I let go? Do I, what do I just let go of the friend? Do I not let the friend come around no more? I gotta now face this with my wife, deal with whole things in a whole different lens. Like he just kind of like, what goes down? What's going on? What's the next step? What's the next course of action? And we gotta welcome somebody in. All right, we got it's tea time. Come on, what's some tasty food? All right, we gotta do her right. We gotta pull it up on here.
Oh, then we gotta pull it up.
Yeah, because we had the lyrics that one time.
We was doing good too.
We was doing so good. And you already know she hit the milestone, so that's definitely why we gotta. She has 700 now. She on the big number. So we gotta do it big. We gotta do it big for her.
Okay,
all right.
We ready.
She got the McDonald's. You already gonna watch this, the McDouble.
Yes.
But we gonna put that on every video. All right. Yeah. Okay. We're going to pull it up. We're going to do it with tea time, okay?
We're going to do it tea time.
We got to do it with tea time.
We were messing up, and we trying to act like we don't mess up.
Yeah, that's what we're going to try to do. Now, in truthfulness and honesty,
only like
act it up. Anyway, let's do it, okay?
I'm ready.
Hey y'all, guess what? It's tea time. Let's chop it up. What's on your mind? Come on. In the mood for some tasty food. Ring that bell. Come on in. Please
don't be rude. Okay. You ready?
Ring the bell.
Ring that bell. Come on in. Please don't be rude.
Okay.
But we need to work up on. It's tea time. Let's chop it up. What's on your mind? Come unwind.
Cause I'm in the mood for some tasty food.
Ring that bell. Come on in. Please don't be rude. I think we did it right. All right, we're gonna leave that alone.
Okay, we're gonna practice it right. We hope we did it right. We're gonna have that one. We had it when we did her video, didn't we?
We did.
We had it then.
All right, she said, "Love you guys. Thanks, y'all." We got tea time in this section.
Yes.
All right, so yeah, with that, I think that conversation just in general is going to be definitely really heavy, of course.
Yeah.
But it definitely needs to be had.
I think the problem he got, I'm telling you, he knew about it and he did it. He did
one or the other.
I think it was both.
You think it's both?
I think it was both. He
one
did it,
or the other. If he did it, he knew about it anyway. So it was one or the other. Either he knew about it, heard this comment before, and he still to continue to be a friend with
and he was hoping his wife didn't hear it.
Or
and I know he was like, man, shut up.
He was part of it.
Man.
It's either one way or the other, honestly.
That's what he did, though.
He did. He definitely.
Yeah. What? No, remember
that? Giving him all
you know how we give those looks.
Yeah.
I don't know about that all one. All faces be all disturbed. We try to be calm at first, like.
Yeah. Yeah, my wife is over here. You acting up. Oh man.
And then she don't say nothing, and then you don't know she know. And then when that last door shut, you like, Lord, please don't let her hurt. So I don't want him around. Oh, she hurt.
So I think it's less of the conversation. What should happen is really the question. What should happen after all of this has transpired? What do we now do to move forward from this situation?
It's hard to move forward because you want to tell the truth that you was a pedophile too, but then you don't want to be labeled as a pedophile.
Or you might not necessarily been a pedophile, just a predator with doing something else.
I don't know when you put a roofie in a drink, you're doing something.
That's for underage though, so you would be different. It would be a different classification, different name.
Well,
they
all the same to me. I don't care where.
Either way it go.
If the woman did not consent,
it's the same
and with
thing.
her knowledge, it's the same.
Yeah, it's definitely. And it's not the
And when you talking about underage from 17 to 19, that's unfair.
Yeah, the dude was 20. Do have that.
The dude was 20. Yeah. That means they were in college.
Yeah, so anything could have happened.
So any girl could be from 17 to 20.
It could have happened.
Yes.
Anything. Sandra saying that's crazy. Sisters and Strawberry and Bro Panda. Wow. Yeah. So what do you feel like is the conversation? What do you feel like is some of the final results?
This man got raped a woman, and we sitting up here housing him as he raped this woman.
Yeah.
And some women will go ahead and report it. I found the rapist here. Mm-hmm. And they went to this school, and this is what happened.
At this time, at this place.
He just admitted it today.
Mm-hmm.
Because that's probably what it was. Okay, Wendy B said something.
Oh, well, Wendy B said something, but I think it's more of a let's get into it. Wendy B said title for a home vehicle should have and so on it, not so or so. When they die, is all turned to the other. So should your vehicle go to your husband or your wife and have it?
Yeah.
Or not?
Yeah, you married, it goes to her.
She was saying I think she was talking about the she forgot it was before on the marriage conversation. When it gets to half of everything, she's clarifying.
I think like the house and the car and all that should go to the wife. I think the money should be the one that we disperse either, because a lot of people like, okay, you get the house, you sell the house. That's just what it is.
She said she's sorry. She was cooking. She missed some stuff. Yeah. But even I guess we can hop back onto that before we get to the more heavy conversation. But even with the stuff like that, assets, how would you prefer your assets be split? Would you want to do your car and go to your husband? Would you do your house?
I want everything to go to my husband personally, but if not our grandchild, his grandchild was doing that, it would not go to him, and I would let him know. Well, I'm not sending the money because he's gonna kill me and then kill you, and then we both be dead. He got the money. I'm sorry, you got no. I'm giving the money somewhere else. This is what we're gonna do.
It's kind of what it is. Bottom line. Sanders said, when steps aren't put into place and a loved one passes away, it's hard when a will or something isn't put in place so all the assets can be divided equally in the family and with the spouse, kids, etc. Well, when you ain't made them proper plans and stuff, where the money is going and who gets what, it gets real messy.
Well, the money goes to the wife, period. So you don't do nothing, or the husband.
But if there's only just that one left, and like how this is, for instance, going on, that grandson is ready.
And you ain't getting that. And that's what I would tell him. You ain't getting that. You're not on any of the wills. You cannot be on any of the wills. You will not be on
or you could be petty and will him $1.50.
Yeah, but I would tell him you ain't getting nothing.
You tell him you're not getting nothing.
No, and then I would say, if you want me to wait, I will you $1.50, but you're not getting anything. You're not killing me off of my money, so you're not getting.
Yeah, just letting you know you're not getting.
It's not going to. It's going. It will go to a dog off the corner of the street before it goes.
It just be so crazy to me how people actually do that though. They kill for the inheritance.
And I would tell them that, and I'll be like, the inheritance is already done. So you can kill me now, you can kill your mama now. You ain't getting nothing.
Yeah.
That's it.
But have you seen that when people win the lottery and stuff, and all of a sudden everybody
Yeah, that's why
That's
if
just
I ever
crazy.
win the lottery, I wouldn't say nothing. That's
I
like
think
a death wish.
that's just crazy to
You
me.
like trying to get yourself killed. Don't do it. Don't tell nobody. If you ever win the lottery, don't be telling no bunch of people because everybody all of a sudden wants your money. Now you done
Mhm.
spent all these lottery tickets on your money, and then they be like this. And then if you don't get it, they planning on killing you. So no, I wouldn't say nothing. Nobody would know. Nobody would know.
Yeah, I think that's just.
I said that so many times. I tell that all the time. I wouldn't tell nobody. I'm not dying for no money, so no, I'm not telling nobody.
I don't know. I think it's just even the fact that it's we going so crazy for the money. Like, especially if you old, it's just like, why don't you just let me live, enjoy the rest of my life before I die? Because
Because they
I'm gonna
want your
die
money.
anyway.
They
Well, I'm
want you.
gonna die anyway, right?
Yeah, you're gonna die, but right now I need the money, so I gotta kill you. They're not thinking about you on your deathbed.
Mm-hmm.
No, they're thinking
That's
about I
what
need the money now
I just see that. It'd be like you already are finna die. Like, why am I rushing to kill you to get some money?
because they need the money now. You might hear me.
Why don't you just take out a loan and know it's gonna be paid for?
Apparently, they got bad credit.
Oh man, they just got too much going wrong with them.
Yeah,
Well,
so,
Sandra's saying it's been a time since her mom passed away, Sisters in Strawberry and Bro Panda, because her mom put her in charge before she got sick with her Alzheimer's and dementia. So when things got worse, um, the steps got worse. They weren't put into place, and the papers weren't given to her, so she couldn't properly deal with her mother's estate and financial stuff.
yeah. And it does work like that too. And sometimes you have to fight and just get buck wild. You can't be worried about people's feelings and family. As I said, if I want somebody to fight like I would fight for myself. I don't want to have somebody in charge of my will and they fighting for
They
like
own,
that for themselves. I want you
yeah.
to fight for my thought process and go. And people don't do that. They only fight for what they feel and believe. And that's why I have a problem with that. You just have to get a will and write everything down because ain't nobody gonna fight for you the way you want them to. They just be like, well, this is what I want to do. This is my way. And I don't know when death comes around and money's involved, people act crazy. Period.
Well, Sandra's saying that her sister has been very uncooperative with her, and especially when the bank account has both siblings on it, and the dollar amount is greater, so we both have to be there to close this past account.
Hmm.
Wendy B saying everything that has the living spouse name on it, such as titles, goes to the survivor. If their name is not on it, that's when it gets iffy.
Yeah. And that's what you have to really think about. Start just go and start creating your will now, and then just
No matter
go
what
back.
age you are, and just
Yeah,
build off of
and just build up.
that.
And for real, that's just what you got to do
Mhm.
because people are so money hungry, and it's really sad. I mean, I see people now how money hungry are, and they're not even. Ain't nobody got a whole bunch of money,
Yeah,
and people are money hungry. They want the
you
little
over here fighting
$20 they
for
give.
you fighting
Yeah,
for $20.
and they are really just that money hungry. So my thing is like, just think about your death. It gets worse. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
We gotta welcome somebody in. We got the 5-time award winning and more sunglass wearing, chinchilla wearing, legendary. Can you smell what he's cooking? We've got it's your boy Leo. He said, "Yo, it's good. Leo Cruz is coming."
Woo woo.
Leo Cruz is coming on in. Sandra saying, I just want to do the right thing and honor my mother. That's what she want to do.
Yeah, it's hard to do that when you got greedy people with you. It is.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, if you're gonna be real about it, it's hard to do when you're dealing with greedy people because
Mm-hmm.
their mentality is like somebody who's on a crack or heroin. It's a they're on a money drug, so it's hard. So you just have to breathe through it. Like me, I already know. I told my mom already. There's a lot of people they ain't even getting an invitation to the funeral. So I just let people know. You didn't treat my mama nice. You made my mom mad. And you ain't. You don't have to worry about it. You ain't, and you don't need a ticket to get in because your name is on the list of not being able to get in. So if you ain't got a ticket, and it's weird. You need a ticket to go to the funeral. I told my mom it'll probably be just me and my siblings sitting in the at the funeral. All the people trying to get in, we just be us. I don't care. We don't need to have a whole crowd of people. No.
Leo saying hello to everyone. We gotta welcome somebody in. We got Steve Gilmore. Steve, how are you doing today? He said he's checking in. Peace and blessings, family. He hopes that we're having a blessed day.
We are having a blessed day. Thank you,
All
Steve.
right. And Sandra, she goes on to say, my mother was my best friend, and I know why she left me in charge, and my sister doesn't like it. And I just don't want to give my sister what was left to her. It's sad my sister didn't even go to our mother's service funeral.
That is sad. It is sad, and it is some. But two people do things crazily different too. So that's kind of one of those things too. Like my sister don't deal with grief with like going to funerals and crying and all that. That's not what my sister does. She does something stupid all the time. So, but I know that about my sister. So you expect that.
The foolishness is what you're saying. You're preparing for the worst.
Like I can see my sister being like, "I'm not coming."
Yeah, I can't do it.
Yeah, she just can't do it. I can see that. I can also see that she comes and she's gonna say, my mom is celebrating and it's a party and I'm up here skip that. I'm being mad. I can see that. We are different when we react to funerals and death and stuff like that. So that's what it is. Like really, she might not have went because it might have hurt her worse not to go. And it could have been something selfish. I don't know.
And you don't know the person either, so it's kind of hard to tell.
No, but
it's like,
you
is this
do.
a normal? Is this a normal behavior or is it?
Yeah, but don't take it too hard that the reason she didn't go
is because it was out of hate or something like that.
Just don't think about that.
Don't assume the worst is what she's trying to say.
Exactly. There you go.
Now, Leo said, "Thanks, Eli, for the amazing intro. You are truly part of Team Leo." All right, love you always. Yo, it's your boy Leo. Said Queen Lenora. How's your day going, boo boo?
It's going good. It's going good. Slow but good.
We gotta welcome
Thanks for asking, Leo.
Mr. Blue Carpet. He is in here.
All right.
Roll it on out. Roll it on out. We gotta go ahead and welcome in Prince
Daniel.
Prince Daniel saying, "Hey, Queen." And Eli, my ninja. What's good, Prince Daniel? How you doing? Sandra goes on to say, my sister, we have never gotten along or had that sister relationship, sisters on Strawberry and Bro Panda. So
yeah, you don't know why
it's kind of hard to tell.
Yeah,
you don't really know her like that.
There's people that laugh when they go to funerals, and that's their way of crying.
That's their coping mechanism. That's just what it is.
But it looks crazy and it looks horrible, like they're making fun. So that's why I say don't put your opinion on what she did because she doesn't know how. Now, money-wise, people are greedy, and there's nothing you can do about it. They
and if it's written in your will, if you know, Sandra, that what's supposed to happen is supposed to happen, you got to make sure it happens. Don't put your feelings in it.
Yeah.
If she's supposed to be getting a certain amount of dollar amount, you just got to let it be. All right. It may feel wrong. It may feel right. Whatever. Just do it. You can't put yourself inside of that.
Yeah.
That's not really in your hands. You got to do what your mother willed. Sandra said, but this behavior from my sister is nothing new. She has been selfish and mean-spirited her whole life.
Oh yeah, that's probably what it is. But still, with that's probably why she still didn't go to the funeral because that's a lot of guilt to hold on to if you've been mean and spirited and dealing with it. And then when she comes back, she's gonna be the same mean and spirited person, probably even worse because now her mama died. You didn't realize that mama was keeping her where she at that one level.
Yeah, exactly.
And
now she at the breaking point.
Yeah, so you don't.
This is the tip of the breaking point.
Yeah, because she might go off and act a fool. So you don't know what it is like. Just because somebody's mean does not mean they don't have emotions and that they will not use their emotions.
Absolutely.
To cut you.
Now that everybody in the chat, Leo says he's outside in the park, so we can't tag everybody individually, but hi to everybody in the chat.
Ooh, are we having fun? Because I know earlier they were saying they had a gray cloud coming and raining. So
I don't think they're raining if they're at the park right now.
It's having a good time.
It's a sunny day.
And they didn't even invite us.
Well, their park is a little far away.
Just a tad bit.
Yeah, just maybe coast to coast, something like that.
Just a little bit.
Just a little light stretch.
Yeah.
Sandra continues saying, "Exactly, Bro Panda. I want to give my sister what my mom has left to her because that's the right thing to do."
Yeah.
And she said, "Fact, sisters on Strawberry, you got that right. It's so true, and I appreciate the helpful advice.
Oh, you're welcome.
So now stepping in on the heavy-handed topic, this is again about the best friend. He reminiscing on a time that he dropped a little something into a woman's drink and did what he did that night. And the father, the husband right here, has found out that the wife heard all about this conversation and is not comfortable with their daughter around this guy. She's like, this is a predator. In his mind, he may be a changed man. We might possibly be able to give him a second chance. And there we are.
But my thing is, wouldn't the man be scared for his own daughter?
I think that's where it's kind of confusion, because it's like, if this happens regardless of anything, that you never know what really goes on with somebody.
Because that could have been his first time when he's telling you.
And he could have got a rush.
He could have got it like, you
done
changed. He got this rush. Yeah. And you never know. He might look at your daughter and be like, ha-ha.
Exactly. It's like a murder confession. Yeah. Somebody tell you that they are a murderer, and all of a sudden you're looking at them crazy. It should be the same thing with that. Yeah. You never know when they could do something again. If somebody is a murderer, you're looking at them like, oh, you got to get out of it. Don't even, no contact. Don't be around my family now. You might kill me, So it's the same thing. I got a wife and I got a daughter. Mm-hmm. What if I'm away on a trip and you come in and say, oh, well, I'm checking in on something, then they both pass out on the floor? Yeah. It's just like, you don't really want none of the foolishness around. Exactly. Or you shouldn't want it around. Exactly. We got somebody sliding through saying, what it do, crew? We've got Nicole Reeves. Nicole is in here. Yeah. And like I said, she said, what it do, crew? What it do? All right, it do what it do. Yeah. Nicole, it do what it do. And it's doing what it needs to at the moment. Yes, it is. Now, Leo let us know with this update that it's sunny like crazy and it's hot. He just came outside to get some sun because the game system was giving him a hard time. And that's not what he said. It was really ticking him off. And actually, it's not ticking. It's more of like what you do on the toilet. And it is called All Right. So, with that being said, Prince Daniel right here, he said, that's why I don't deal with outsiders. You can't deal with all that. But it's not even necessarily outside of Prince Daniel, because his friend. This was his friend. This is like his bestie, his good old pal. College things they he may not be a best friend no more, but he used to be, and he's still around in the friend circle. So he's comfortable enough to be at the house. He done slipped up and said this around the wife. She's over here thinking once, not twice. No, maybe the other way around. And now she's coming saying, what's the problem today? Definitely he can't be around, but now if you saying the wrong thing, now she's looking at you like, why are you trying to go to his house? Why are you trying to go doing this with him? Why is the friend circle? Now you just got to think about everything. Everything got to be reevaluated. Because, it's a friend group. It's a friendly get together. More people around when he was laughing and giggling about that.
I think the wife was just thinking, oh, this is the first time everybody heard it. Mm-hmm. And this is not. Yeah. They all knew.
Yeah. And so, I don't know. I think a revelation like that is, I don't know. It's hard to really know where things is going to go.
Time to wake up. Like, you got to wake up and just say, partner, please.
Just let it go. Prince Daniel said, I see, most definitely. And Sandra saying, wow, that's scary, Sisters and Strawberry and Bro Panda. I mean, it is. It's something real heavy, honestly. But I think at that time, like you said, you do got to wake up. Get about that situation. You just don't want that. And I don't know. I feel like when you know something is when it really matters. Because if you know this is going on, it may not even really hit you the way it needs to hit you. Let's say he did just see this and maybe the friend mentioned something and he didn't really get into all the details. But this time he said now he's laughing and giggling about it. He's not saying, oh, I feel so guilty that I did it. He's ha, ha, ha. Yeah, oh, my goodness. Remember that one time I did that? And
that's not funny.
Now you got to have in the mindset of, now you got a whole family to protect and take care of. Things got to be cut off. I think that's where it stands right there.
That's what I'm feeling.
And I think that's just the final thing to it. That's the final nail in the coffin, honestly. There may have not been any nails, but that was the final nail.
It was a nail for me.
Yeah. But that's that question. We kind of wrap that one up. If you guys have any other relationship-related questions, feel free to drop those into the chat.
Leo over there laughing.
Leo is laughing.
Yeah.
So
you know we close to you.
and so now let's get into this next one. This one is a little bit more lighter, but it still is kind of heavy at the same time. It deals with the friend groups as well. Okay.
Okay.
So we're in a friend group. This is the girl in this situation. This is her perspective. But we got a nice little friend group going on, maybe 5, 4, whatever members. You just got a good little circle of people. And within this circle, now one of these guys is really liking her, but she's not really feeling the same way. But the people in the friend group are really pushing for this relationship to happen. And they're not understanding that she's just not feeling this dude.
Why isn't she feeling the dude?
Well, because she's just not really liking him just in general. Not her type, so on and so forth. Just not feeling him. But then it's also, you know, some men do this, some men don't. Maybe he's a younger dude, so this is just what he's doing. But he's either extra aggressive or he's extra nice. So he's making whole bunch of flirty comments, or now he is want to be demeaning and doing all that. And she's just not feeling the bipolar thing and not feeling him just in general.
Oh no!
So the friend group was really pushing this. So now she's reevaluating. Should I even be in the friend group when they all pushing this?
Why do people do that? People pushing it because it's a
talk about it. Let's just talk about it.
Okay. But people do that because it's a friend relationship. Oh, two friends being together. They get excited about that. Not why should I be in the friend again? Yeah. I mean, like, why we always gotta went out on something? Just say, open your mouth and say, I don't want to be with him. He ain't my type. Sorry, I don't want to be with you. You ain't my type.
Mm-hmm.
I want to just stay friends.
Yeah.
That would shut everybody. Why? Because I just don't want to. That's it.
Mm-hmm. And there shouldn't be really
exactly.
Hey, honestly, I kind of agree with that. I agree with that stance, but I also think, how do you feel about the friends, pushing it after you let them know? I say you did all that. I'm just not feeling them. I'm not, and you still feel like they pushing you in situations that you don't need to.
My thing is, if your friends are that type of people,
yeah, then
why are you getting mad at something they do? That's who they.
That's who they are. You know that.
Because I'll do that. I'll be like, y'all should be together. I say y'all two kids together, especially unless you take me to the side and say, oh. Because I don't know, he crazy. He's bipolar. Mm-hmm. 1 minute you see, 1 minute he happy, the next minute he crazy.
Yeah.
I don't want to deal with that in a relationship. But what he want to do with it, he doing it with all of us now. So why?
I'm not trying to deal with that.
In a relationship.
Yeah.
And then we'd be like, oh, okay, but I don't want to hurt his feelings. So I just want to say he wasn't my type and stuff like that,
Yeah.
Oh, okay. And then leave it alone. They said, no, I'll be there.
So you feel like the solution would be overall just communication?
Yeah, like if they keep talking about it after you say it out loud that he's not my type, then I would take my girls one-on-one and have a conversation with them.
Do what you need to do, and just let your perspective be known.
Yeah,
let your stance be known is what you're saying with that.
Because I understand that they want y'all to be together. So if they're not seeing what you're seeing. Because sometimes you're just blinded because that's your friend, so it doesn't bother you as much as if you were in a relationship.
Mm-hmm.
So, but if you say it and I don't know because such and such and such, and so,
yeah,
then you're like, oh, and you can say I never looked at him that way. He's like a brother. That'd be like me dating my brother, you know, and let him know in those kind.
Friend zone,
yeah,
it's strictly friends. That's just how it is.
There. Yeah.
Friends till the end.
There you go.
All right. So what you're saying is communication is really key in that situation.
Yeah.
Don't bail out on everybody, especially if you know what their behaviors are. Keep on with the friendship, especially if you got a good circle and everything is tight outside of that. Just try to work out this problem. And if it's not working as a collective, work it out individually, is what you were saying. Yeah, honestly, in a situation like that, I don't know. I feel like unless they're just doing too much entirely, like too much, like, you thinking this is a friendly get together, and you told them plenty of times, like you've done what Queen Lenora has said. You told everybody, you told them one-on-one, and they still are continuing to do this, and you just kind of fed up and tired. You should also communicate that you are fed up and tired. But if you feel like you got the last straw with things, you might need to take a little break from the friend group or something.
Y'all keep saying take a break from
You might need to take a
group.
break from the friend group. I only say that strictly because if they are not respecting you,
because they don't understand. It's not about respect. Sometimes friends don't understand. Friends seeing something that you might not see,
that's
and
true.
They can be completely wrong, but that's just what they see.
But if you continuing to communicate that, you don't feel like that's.
I think sometimes it's with personality. Like I know that for me, let's just say with our relationship. I know I got to repeat a lot of things to you over and over until one of them actually click in your head to comprehend.
Yeah.
So if I got to do that with you, then why would you get mad if I'm doing it over here with this other situation? Because this is just what our relationship is in our dynamic. So now you're saying you got to cut me loose because
it's
you
not
don't
even a cut loose. It's just like I'm just letting you know this is not what's going down right now.
Yeah, I'm just saying.
And if you continue on with what's going down, it's just I can't be in that situation for my own good. Because it depends on what the reason is for.
Yeah.
I feel like it all depends on why you don't want to be around and all that.
That's just
that is what it is.
Friends do that.
That is what it is. But I feel like there's a certain levels you can cross with a situation like that.
You can cross a different level, but sometimes I really go with what your relationship was like.
With your friends.
Because my thing is what I hate is when I see somebody, we all jump down Sarah's throat and do it, and then when it's now your turn, now you're extra sensitive. Mm-hmm. But it was okay when we did it Sarah, but now you want to flip out because it's you. That irritates me.
All right.
You know what I mean?
I see what you mean.
But if you the same way with Sarah, like lovely Sarah, long such and such and such, and then you say it with you, then I can understand. Yeah, we're gonna back up because I understand. But if you up there with us and Sarah, hey, 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 hoo, 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 Sarah, you did, hee, 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 and then I'm just gonna be friends because y'all not understanding me. Yeah. You wasn't understanding Sarah. You didn't have the same sympathy and empathy with Sarah. Mm-hmm. Why are we
why are we doing all this?
Why you being extra sensitive? Yeah.
I feel that.
So I think it really depends on the friendship.
Yeah. Well, I think that's definitely just how it is in general too. Mm-hmm. If you're not no close friends and they doing this, then this you got to set everybody straight.
But it's easy to leave a friend circle because we ain't cool.
Exactly.
We don't know each other like that.
But if it's your lifelong friends or you got some of these from kindergarten, so on and so forth, it is a little bit more difficult. And I think you should take a little bit more effort to work things out. And like you said, talk individually.
It treat people the way you want to be treated. So if you sitting up there treating Sarah the way you don't want to be treated.
Yeah, you wouldn't be able to handle what you doing to her, then I think it'd be a problem.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, Sandra saying to the last question, she'd be really ready to tell the family. Definitely, Sandra, definitely Sisters in Strawberry and Bro Panda. Mm-hmm. Sandra also goes on to say not December. Remember, this Friday, all right, 7/21/23 at 2 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. It is her monetization party for the Boo Bears Family Channel.
Oh, congratulations. We won't be there, but congratulations.
All right. So
y'all just have on Friday and we can't do it. We always have family time on Friday. That's our family time moment.
But it's 2 p.m. We might be able to slide in or something. You guys set the reminder. Yeah, 2 p.m. 7. No, it's 2 p.m.
Oh, we can come to
Standard Time.
Yeah, I thought you said 7.
Is it going to be open panel, Sandra? All right, we're going to go ahead and read Prince Daniel's question. He's bringing us right now.
Okay.
He said, how do you feel if your significant other has a really attractive cousin and he or she has felt the same way and he or she starts getting at you or her, or getting at her behind your back? So say you got an attractive cousin and now your attractive cousin is getting at your guy or getting at your girl. How you feeling about that? I don't even feel like if they attractive, it should be thrown in. It's just your cousin is getting at your girl.
Your girlfriend?
Your husband, or not your... It's not your husband.
Your significant other has a really attractive cousin, and he or she has felt the same way, and he or she, or he starts getting at
behind your back. I don't know which way it's going, Prince Daniel. I don't know if it's her cousin or your cousin.
And my thing is it getting at you? Like, it's like Chris' cousin getting at me.
I think
my
just
cousin is my cousin getting at somebody else?
I'm trying to figure out which way is going to.
His cousin
we
is getting at my friend.
Either way. It's not at the friend. It's at it would be either at you or at your.
Oh no, we're not doing that. If
At
we're
your thing.
together, no.
That's like say you got Uncle Chris' cousin coming at you talking about, "Ooh, you looking old,"
No, that's
and getting at you
disrespectful.
behind your back,
Disrespectful.
or your cousin getting at Uncle Chris talking about, "Ooh, you
Disrespectful.
looking like
Nope, we ain't gonna talk
Sanderson." Oh wow, bro,
I
I'd
will
be.
stomp.
She'd be
I
upset.
will
We gotta
stop.
welcome somebody in.
I mean, stomp, stomp, stomp.
When you hear you, what do you think? You think
Sleazy.
Sleazy. We got Sleazy in here. Say love and live.
Yes.
Peace to the chat. What's going on, Sleazy? How you doing?
Sleazy, how you doing?
All right, and yeah, Prince Daniel said, I know that's most definitely be the ice on the cake. My best friend's cousin was really attractive, and I wouldn't want her to hit on me. I'd be telling my best friend directly. Okay, so wait, what do you mean? Okay, so I think Prince Daniels is
My
is
best
it the
friend's
best friend?
cousin was really attractive. I wouldn't want her to hit on me. So it's a best friend. It's not in a relationship.
Oh, so what if the best friend
Oh,
cousin
no,
get a chick?
okay.
It don't really matter if the best friend cousin
I
get a
get
chick.
shoot. My uncle was fine, and everybody wanted to date him. Some people did date him, so
I guess that Prince Daniel, honestly, it is what it is, you know.
it is. That don't bother me. It ain't got nothing to do. Don't be
feel like it's
you
sparking
don't
up
think
a
you
problem.
can cheat on my cousin or something, and I don't say nothing. But yeah,
Mm-hmm. Prince Daniel said, I love fried chicken, but baked is so much better. Relationship advice right here. We have to take a moment real quick to say fried or baked chicken.
I like fried chicken, but I don't eat chicken no more.
Fried chicken is better than baked chicken,
Mm-hmm.
but baked chicken is really good.
Mm-hmm.
It depends who's fried chicken.
And it depends on who can bake chicken, because
It's-
some people
it's
overly
also-
bake it and it's dry.
Yeah, it depends who's baking the chicken too.
Yeah.
Because
Some people don't know how to cook chicken.
yeah,
They don't know thighs and legs cook longer than breast and wing.
listen. Nicole said if you dish it out, you're gonna take it too.
Exactly. Thank you.
Man, Sleazy said, miss you guys.
Miss you too.
We gotta
Sleazy.
welcome somebody in, but they coming on a note saying reap what you sow. We gotta welcome in GJ34. GJ3 said you shall know them by their fruits.
Exactly.
Okay, it was good, GJ3. How you doing? Okay. Prince Daniel said it's probably yours getting at Uncle Chris.
So my cousin getting at Uncle Chris, we have a problem. Now we're fighting.
Oh, it's
don't, you know that's my man. Don't touch him. Don't look at him.
GJ3 saying happy Wednesday, happy hump day to everybody in here.
Hey.
Prince Daniel said baked is healthier for me. Listen,
it is healthier for everybody,
you,
but
Daniel.
some people just don't know how to cook chicken.
Do we want to survive or do we want to enjoy the moment? You know, if we're really indulging in the fruits of life, I'm gonna just have to jump with fried chicken. But if we want to live a long and everlasting life, we're gonna go with baked. And so now to counteract both of them, we're gonna live and die at the same time. You know, kill ourselves, but also rejuvenate ourselves at the same time. We're gonna eat a little bit of fried chicken. We're gonna eat a little bit of baked chicken. You gotta enjoy life to the fullest. That's the fried chicken. But you do want to live. You do not want to die, and you want to eat that baked chicken.
My thing is, if you can find somebody who can bake that chicken so good, there you go.
Yeah.
Period. And then
baked is definitely healthy.
Then they have air fried chicken.
It's a nice in between.
There you go. But yeah, people don't want to cook chicken.
Mm-hmm.
And I've learned that. Like they think because breast is so big that it takes so long to cook. And that's why a lot of people don't like breast, because we dry. That's only because they don't know how to cook it.
How you feel about baked fried chicken? Oven fried chicken.
It's good. It's good. I mean, you got to be able to really
do it proper.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think a lot of people don't do it proper too.
Yeah.
But it's still fried chicken at the end of the day. It's just, it's not baked chicken.
Yeah.
Because it's still fried chicken.
It is baked. It's still better than fried because it's not the oil.
Some people use oil though.
I did.
Yeah, how you supposed to make it crispy if you don't use the oil?
You spray Pam on it.
That don't even sound as good.
But it's not. You're not.
It's not as much oil.
Yeah, you're not submerging the oil.
Yeah. Yeah.
But then my thing is use avocado oil or olive oil.
Listen, GJ3 is saying both baked and grilled are healthier options.
I can do grilled. Grilled is bomb.
Grilled chicken is good. Baked chicken, every chicken is.
I like
good.
grilled better than baked.
What about a really good baked chicken?
I like grilled better than baked.
You gotta have a good grill.
I like grilled better than baked.
Yeah, I just feel like a lot of people when they do grilled chicken, they be drying it out too fast.
They do that in the oven too.
Yeah, but it's just like I would rather eat oven if the season right. I'd rather eat oven dry than grill dry.
Yeah. Grill always has a better flavor, and I don't want to eat neither one dry.
I don't want to eat neither one dry either.
It's hard to eat.
It is because it's
I don't
like
care both of them jerky.
Yeah, you're just messing up in general when you burn the chicken or you take all the moisture out the chicken.
Yeah. So
Nicole said grilled is my first choice. So then for you now is it grilled or fried for you? I mean, is it is it grilled or fried? Fried. You going fried. You know it. Don't even don't hesitate.
At one point in my life when I used to barbecue, I used to grill all the time.
Don't even act right now. You already know fried chicken is better than grilled chicken. But yeah, we're gonna talk about it like that. But it is for a healthier choice.
Yeah.
Are you picking grilled or baked? You saying you picking grilled?
Grilled.
All right.
More flavor.
So if we put this on a scale.
Oh Lord.
All right, let's say we have 4 columns. What's another way you prepare chicken? I know you can bake it. You can put it on the grill. Do the nasty option and boil it. You can fry.
I like boiled chicken. I can make a good boiled chicken.
Okay, with boiled chicken. Okay, so boiled chicken or baked chicken?
Boiled
chicken or grilled chicken?
Grilled.
And then grilled chicken or fried chicken. That's the showdown. And you're going with fried chicken. You already know. All right, I guess you could. Pans? Would do something? Pans here. You can do a lot with a chicken. Yeah. You can roast the chicken.
There you go.
Dang, there's a lot of stuff you can do. We having relations with the chicken right now.
Yeah, and I don't even eat chicken no more.
Yeah. Roast turkey. Fried turkey. Turkey sandwich. Cut it all thin. That's usually after you roast it or do something to it. Mm-hmm. Bake it. All right. Anyway, we getting off the.
I don't know how we got on this.
We getting off the cluckery. All right. So, GJ3 said, "I don't want raw chicken." That's how many get salmonella. Nicole says, "Stew it with celery and onions, fam."
See, there you go. Mm-hmm. GJ said you gotta cook it first before you let it get crispy in the oven.
Yeah. Well, he said, okay, you bake it in an open pan for it to get crispy. After it gets done, though. So he's saying when you bake that chicken, you need to bake it a little bit so it can get crispy on the top.
Air fry is good.
He said it don't take long for it to get crispy. So take it. You need to be taking it out the oven when it's done, pretty much.
Yeah.
He said you got to cook it first, then you let it get crispy in the oven. So I don't know if you're talking about the fried chicken or baked chicken right here, or the grilled chicken.
You couldn't have crispy baked chicken.
Yeah, you can. I thought he was talking about the baked chicken.
Chris knows how to do that real good.
And Nicole, that's when she said you got to stew it with them onions. Celery and onions make you a nice stew right there.
There you go.
Some chicken noodle soup.
With the soda on the side.
All right. But just don't eat it raw.
Don't eat it raw. Salmonella.
All right, so we done got in that whole food conversation.
Yeah,
but definitely, I feel like we had a lot of good different conversations today.
Yeah, I mean these were some great topics today.
We had Micro Farmer coming in. We had Wendy B coming in with some. Prince Daniel on the latter half of things. He came in with some. We didn't really fully get on this cousin conversation now.
Because the cousin one is
it's all over the place.
My thing is, why are you trying to mess with mine? Mm-hmm. That's, now you are my man. No, I just can't.
You shouldn't be trying to get with my wife or my husband and vice versa. My cousin shouldn't be trying to get at my wife.
Yeah.
Or at me. Your cousin shouldn't be trying to get at me. Either way it goes, it's wrong. It's just wrong. But if we talk about the best friend and the best friend's cousin is looking at you and you trying to get with things, and I don't know, I guess anything goes.
Yeah. And we're just not doing that.
Mm-hmm. Okay, we still on the chicken thing with GJ3. Said oven fried chicken can be just as good as fried chicken too, but healthier though.
There you go.
How you feel about that? Do you feel like
I agree.
You agree?
Because you just do a light oil on it to wet the flour so the flour could crisp up.
That's all you need right there. But what about how you feel about air fried chicken? Have you had a good
You
air
got
fried
the
chicken?
same thing with the air fryer.
Yeah, I know. I'm saying which
But
one?
I've had air fried chicken.
Personally, which one are you
I
doing?
like regular fried
Are you
chicken.
going to do oven baked or are you going to do air fried? Oven fried chicken or are you going to do air fried chicken?
Air fried chicken.
And why is that?
Because it cooks faster.
Okay, so that's just strictly because of the speed.
Yeah.
Because of the efficiency.
Yeah.
You trying to get to this plate as soon as possible.
Yeah, I want my chicken.
And you want it in the air fryer.
I want it to cook just as fast as my regular fried chicken would cook.
All right, bottom line. I understand that.
Yeah.
Okay. That's enough chicken talk.
Yeah.
Steve said, welcome in to everybody. Come in, the doors are open.
Yes, it is.
But GJ3 said, which one can you use without electricity? Neither, right?
The grill.
Yeah, exactly. You need the grill to grill the chicken. Or you start you a little fire. Maybe you could roast it or do something. You can still stew it with a nice open fire.
This a little Ooh, y'all deep in
Was
the
a
chicken.
rotisserie chicken? You can start spinning it on a little, cook it on over the fire.
You just spin it away.
Yeah, You see how they be doing that, but they be drying the rotisserie chicken too. I don't like that
because chicken don't take long to cook, and the
And
longer you cook it, it's gonna suck
they be
up the
taking
dry.
it
I don't care
forever
what you
on
do.
that thing.
Well,
I
I don't
don't
care
know
what
what
moisture
that's
you
for.
try to put in chicken. If you let that chicken dry, that's it. There's nothing you can do.
DJ do say yes, the grill.
There you go.
That's what he's trying to say. The grill is the one that is the offline option. You
Yeah.
ain't got no electricity.
The grill.
You go to the grill. Or what you can do is, create a little campfire on the back of your yard. Hopefully you don't burn everything down. And, throw some twigs in there. Take a stick and stab it through, or a metal rod and stab it through the whole chicken and make you a rotisserie chicken. Maybe even take it a pot or pan and you can now cook it outside pan-seared. Just have you a good time. You can even chop it up and make All right, we're gonna just leave that.
This is when I need him to fall. This is when I need him to fall.
Okay.
Because he started running his mouth and we like, right.
He said, learn how to grill too, everyone. If you have not learned,
I know how to
learn how to grill your chicken.
Yeah.
Learn how to grill everything. That's what he said.
Me and my turkey will be grilled.
Okay, so we just talked about chicken, right?
Yes.
How you feel about preparing your vegetables? Say you got you a nice little stir fry mix or something like that. You putting them in the oven. You gonna air fry. You gonna stir fry. You gonna roast them. You gonna boil them, steam them. What are you doing?
Whatever I feel like doing.
Whatever you feel is just.
When I'm in the mood, is what
it's
I
going.
do.
It's going down.
Like
it's
when
less
I made
of a
the pork
thought.
chops, what I do, I put everything in the oven. I didn't have to worry about nothing.
It's not. It's not even necessarily like the same thought that you have when you think about chicken. Or is it the same thought?
Everything's the same.
Everything is the same thought. It's just
whatever I want to do.
Whatever is more efficient, whatever is going down for this meal.
Yeah.
All right. Well, GJ3 said, I done tried that too. You can even grill vegetables.
There you go.
Mm-hmm.
So there you go.
Okay. Well, that's enough about the food on relationship advice. Our relation to food, it should be very healthy. A very healthy relationship.
Yeah, you're supposed to have your vegetables at every meal.
Yeah, make sure you do that.
Please have your vegetables at every meal so you can live a healthier, prosperous life.
Yeah, and also helps those bowels move. If you are having some problems.
Yeah, that's what we want to
you
talk
can
about.
roll the boat gently down the stream.
Merrily.
Life is but a dream,
right?
And if you want to dream very nice and smooth on your ride down the stream, make sure you're eating your vegetables. All right.
Somebody help
GJ3 said, moving on.
Thank you. Thank you. I'm like, dang. Y'all just let me talk. He said, I'm going to try that one too. Yeah, no, don't do that. He was just going.
DJ said, bowels? Everyone needs the right, proper fiber, too.
DJ, don't help him with this conversation.
You need a key to a nice balanced diet is a nice fibrous meal, all right? You need to throw in the fibers here and there, all right? Prince Dennis said, life is but a dream.
Y'all done started.
Okay, so anyway, let's get back to the questions at hand.
Well, there was none. You can't talk about the shit yet.
We reflecting on what microfarmer's saying. If your spouse says she got a workplace wife or husband, is that cheating? You said no. Microfarmer felt like it's cheating, but it's really about the line of division that you got on this. All right.
Yeah.
It's different from different relationships. You know what's right and wrong. You know what you're doing. If you feel like you're doing something that your partner's not feeling, then of course you got some type of you're doing something wrong.
Yeah.
That's bottom line. You're doing something wrong. All right. So, but generally, I feel like that should, if it's a playful thing and it's nothing but that, then there shouldn't be no problem. He could even be friends with you. Hey, this is it. You could be incorporated. This is now whatever you got going on.
Yeah.
Michael Farmer also then went on talking about the man caught his wife in the bank account, putting in her account so she could have that money for collateral in case they broke up in a relationship or anything like that. Is that a deal breaker? Queen Lenore responded, yes, but it was really kind of a no at the same time. I wanted to say no, but I was definitely feeling like he definitely could be. It really just depended. But we're going to say no because we're married. If you was my nothing but a marriage, or I didn't see no lifelong thing with you like that, and I was just getting my footing with you, now feeling real comfortable, and you done came through with this maneuver, with rigmarole, now you done got the bank, and you're running, and you're having a good time, and it's just not gonna work out. But pretty much it's the trust. The trust was broken.
Yeah.
Wendy B, she said no, this shouldn't be a deal breaker. We should really come at this with a different angle. Let's talk about it. Let's reestablish trust.
Yeah.
Talk why you had the trust issue in the first place. You said now even the person might have to get some counseling so they can be open up again to now trusting the wife, husband, vice versa again.
There you go.
All right, then we went to go talk on about the life insurance policy. The grandson is fiending for $1. All right, and you done married the wife, you done married his grandma, and this is not your grandson, this is your grandson-in-law or whatever. And now he's fiending for the dollar bill, and once you die, it's gonna be funneled to your wife, which is his grandma, and shoot, you never know. When she's next, that's your money going to him, and you just could despise your money going to him because he keep on asking you, are you on the life insurance, or is he on your life insurance? You just not feeling the money. It's just not it. It's too much money hungriness.
Yeah.
The answer really was to rewrite your will. Get it done right. Rewrite that law insurance policy. Get your lawyers involved. Get somebody to make sure this is going to be executed properly to the fullest, to the T.
So you don't have to die.
All right, Wendy B also came through with some input, also talking about, the way things are split with the vehicle on and so on and so forth. We had Prince Daniel coming in with some good questions. He's talking about what was going on with the husband-wife type, or not husband-wife, but the cousin type of conversation with the foolishness there. And we talked about that. And before we even got into that, we also got into the husband having his best friend talking about slipping something in the drink, how problematic that was. Now the wife is looking at him like, you done got him around our daughters. What are we to do in this situation? And we came to the conclusion, you're gonna cut everybody off, reevaluate. That's what it is. Be a new man. Cut off what you don't need. All right, let that be. The past is in the past. We had Sandra kind of talking about what can happen on the latter half of a loved one's life, and how things can really get in between that. You start to see true colors and all that. And it's also very important that we kind of hop back onto the will conversation and understand that whatever is in the will, let thy will be done. All right, we're gonna have to let thy will be done. Follow their will. You don't want to step outside of that, put yourself into it. But it's also very hard when the people are around is acting in, not so nice fashion. Then we also talked about just a little bit ago, the friends trying to put you together in the friend circle. Should you stay or should you go? How you should go about that. You should really just talk to everybody, let your stance be known, and then also address it with them individually if they're not understanding it, and just be a little bit open depending on what the friendship is. That was Queen Lenore just saying really be open because your friend might be seeing something that you're not seeing, and they not understand why you're not seeing it. So you guys need to talk about it or do whatever you need to do with that. Just address it properly. And then we went on to go then talk about food and chicken and how many different ways you can prepare the chicken, which way is better. Are you going to grill your chicken? Are you going to fry your chicken? Are you going to boil that chicken? Are you going to air fry that chicken? Bake fried chicken. We just going on this hardcore conversation about the chicken. We just hopped off of that. And then now it seems like we might have another question to get into. All right, we got Prince Daniel right here. I know for a fact coming through with this question. How do you keep the fire going on in y'all's relationship? What is that? What is it that keeps you coming back to your significant other? What is it? What is that fact?
Well, for me, it's like my significant other is my best friend, my partner. I mean, it's a part of me. So it's hard to be away from him.
Mm-hmm.
Just for some, we want to be around each other constantly and stuff like that because we can. And we still give each other that room so we not own each other. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. It's like, I don't like to be, that cuddly type of people. But, I still want to know that my partner's there and we close and, I think it's just what you put in your relationship. If you truly love the person and you're connected to the person and you make sure you join together with that person, then that's what it is. But, a lot of people are just on how it feels right this moment. And so if it doesn't feel good, let's break up and go to the next, which we don't give each other those options.
Well, Nicole steps in here. She said, I think that the relationship at work is, if it's something that you hide from your spouse, it's a problem.
That's true. I said the same thing.
Mm-hmm. All right. GJ3 said, but, some might eat the right proper amount of things, though, for it to work rightly for you, though. Still, it all must be consumed with moderation, too. Carbohydrates have been known to stiffen you up, and you may not need so much of that in your daily diet every day. Diabetes can stiffen you up, so don't eat too much of them carbohydrates. All right? I'm flowing again, ain't I? All right. He said, ain't it something how food can come into anything, though?
Yeah.
Definitely. All right. So I feel like that's a good note right there. You have any final words that you want to say just in general?
No, because you've been running your mouth the whole time, so go ahead.
All right. Well, I just want to say thank you guys all for being here. We appreciate all the different questions that came in. We appreciate everybody just coming in and really being cooperative during this relationship of us. We had a lot of different good discourse conversations.
It was some great conversations.
Yeah,
I love the questions. Y'all need to do this all the time. There was some great, awesome questions that kept us going. We was talking. Everybody had great advice and opinions. I loved it. I know you guys should love it too because that was actually really fun.
Definitely. And especially with Micro Farmer coming in, he started it off real well. And then everybody just kind of gave their different opinions and then came through with other questions after that. I just feel like it was really good the way things were, and everybody is just kind of,
And I kind of enjoyed seeing Michael Farmer. I haven't seen him in a while, so I appreciate seeing Michael Farmer. I'm glad I got to see my niece and my sister over here, Nicole Reed, because, I be missing people.
Nicole is clarifying the 21st is the last day, right?
No.
All right.
It's the 28th.
28th. Yeah.
But we're probably we're gonna do a video, so you guys be prepared for that video.
Mm-hmm. All right, GJ3 said talking about relationships, then they got into food talk too.
Yeah, food is relationship. That's how people connect. You seen Soul Food. They was in the kitchen cooking together, and that mended their relationship, having a meal cooking together. And they didn't have a lot of carbs in there. That's a lot of greens.
Nicole, she's saying 28. All right, that's cool.
Yeah. Yes.
All right, GJ3 saying everybody like to eat.
We're
gonna close out this video or this live by saying, remember
to love and live
each day
as if it were
your
last.
Yo.
Hey, say it.
Smooches!
We'll see y'all. Y'all take care.
Yo. L&L. L&L. Live show. Motivation speakers. Positive affirmation tuning every week. We need a Monday family meeting. Relationship advice on Wednesday so you don't go creeping. Thursday game time. Come in and unwind. Friday night shout out time. Creators grind and shine. Pop up at the pop up. Shop up at the shop up. Get your bomb.com seasons for your potluck. Tropical morning for your royalty. Love and live empire bringing all the heat. Heat. It's time to turn up. You wanna taste that heat? Try to taste the heat. Hot sauce, that sweet heat is banging like this beat. Chocolate burning, love, mild watermelon. Dynamite's the truth. Have you
Favorite nephew, Lenora. She know it's the truth.
Chris? Everybody love Chris. Love it, listen.
It's the love and live show. It's the love and live show.
Love and live.
It's the love and live
We be laughing, having fun.
Get up, please stay up and live. Get up, please stay up and live.
Love and live each day as if it was your last. Yep.
This is Love and Live shots.